I did not think this was going to be happening today.
Me neither. Oh my god, it's so bad.
Alright guys, my McLaren is totaled a couple days before my 21st birthday.
Honestly, if we are, why? Have you seen the website? Listen, I love them. They're great. No, okay, please. Yeah, it's a 2-day ban. We're free tomorrow, 100%. We'll be back tomorrow, like 2 days or something.
A streamer crashes his McLaren while live, another ignores red flags about underage guests, and one harasses locals abroad, sparking chaos. Kick isn't sitting idle, it's banning these creators instantly. The question is, how far can streamers go before they lose everything?
No!
Jack DH was behind the wheel of a McLaren, a car renowned for its speed and precision. It was raining, the roads were slick, and driving conditions were dangerous. Yet, Jack wasn't focused on the road. He had one hand on the wheel, the other on his phone, and he was live streaming to hundreds of viewers. For Jack, engaging with his chat seemed more important than keeping his eyes on the road. As he sped down the highway, his attention split between the screen and the road. The inevitable happened. The McLaren, notoriously difficult to handle even in ideal conditions, spun out of control. The car skidded across the wet pavement and crashed. The impact left his cameraman, who was also in the car, with a bloody and injured face. But Jack's reaction wasn't what you'd expect from someone who had just been in a serious accident. Instead of checking on his injured friend or reflecting on the chaos he'd caused, his first thought was to point the camera at the wreck and exclaim, "This is gonna make great content."
No!
That's Kick streamer Jack Doherty after crashing his McLaren while texting and live streaming as he drove. He lost control in the rain on a highway in Miami. His cameraman sustained minor injury, but Doherty appeared to be more worried about his wrecked car. He's been banned from Kick over it.
Kick, the platform Jack was streaming on, responded swiftly and decisively. They issued a statement condemning his reckless actions, emphasizing the danger he had posed not just to himself, but to everyone else on the road. Kick made it clear that behavior like his was unacceptable and permanently banned him from the platform. The streaming community overwhelmingly supported the decision, with many pointing out that Jack's actions set a dangerous precedent for other content creators who might prioritize views over basic safety. Jack's story isn't just about one streamer making poor decisions, it's a cautionary tale about the lengths people will go to for clout. Driving a high-performance car like a McLaren requires complete concentration and respect, especially in hazardous conditions. Treating such a powerful machine as a prop for content isn't just irresponsible, it's potentially deadly. His recklessness endangered not only his life, but also the lives of countless others on the highway that day.
I'm not cheating. What the is my sister, bro?
Oh, it's his sister. It's fine. It's fine.
I like how he talks.
Guys, first of all, both of you are me tonight. That's the truth.
No, I know. I'm about to.
Excuse me. Siri, lock the gate. I'm kidding.
Siri, no, they can't leave.
Here's the streamer with a reputation for edgy, red pill content, often pushes the boundaries of what's acceptable. But this time, he crossed a line that had even his loyal viewers shaking their heads. Known for his controversial antics and over-the-top persona, Zherka's IRL streams typically involve provocative stunts, but his latest escapade at an Airbnb, dubbed Hills Island, brought him more trouble than clout.
Smoke, but I don't do drugs.
Come with me. Listen,
Okay.
Dakota, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
Here's the truth, Dakota. I'm not just saying it for chat. No. You are the
Fucking apparently shit.
you are the most entertaining girl I've ever met, and I want you to come with us to Miami.
During the stream, Zherka and his friend invited several women to their makeshift party spot. Right off the bat, the setup was raising eyebrows. Hills Island, a name suspiciously similar to Epstein's infamous location, was an ominous choice. Things escalated when one of the women's ages came into question. She failed to provide proper ID, and her vague answers about her age only heightened the concern. But instead of taking a step back, Zherka brushed off the warnings and continued engaging with her on stream. His audience wasn't silent about it either. The live chat exploded with messages, warning him to be cautious and accusing him of ignoring glaring red flags. Yet Zherka seemed more interested in maintaining the flow of his content than addressing the potentially serious situation.
I'm able to come to Miami now, so I'm down to come to Miami.
You joking?
I'm serious.
Yeah, Hugo's like, you cool if you get my bag.
Yeah, I'm down to come to Miami. I've been wanting to go to Miami for like a minute now, but I wasn't able to because
You don't have a do you? Okay.
I may girl.
Okay, I like
As the stream continued, clips of the incident began circulating on Twitter and other platforms. The backlash was swift and intense. People called him out for his reckless behavior and lack of accountability, pointing out how dangerous his actions were, not just for himself, but for everyone involved. What made it worse was that this wasn't an isolated incident. Zherka had already built a reputation for pushing boundaries and making inappropriate jokes, which only added fuel to the fire. Kick, the platform hosting his stream, had no choice but to step in. In light of the controversy, they issued a permanent ban on Zherka, citing his history of problematic behavior. Many saw this as a long overdue consequence for someone who had consistently tested the limits of what a streaming platform should allow. The fallout from this incident was significant, not just for Zherka, but for the streaming community as a whole. It highlighted the dangers of prioritizing sensational content over basic ethics. Zherka's disregard for the clear warning sign showed a lack of responsibility that ultimately cost him his platform. While he's no stranger to controversy, this latest stunt proved to be a step too far, even for him.
Like, you know, like African-American hair. What's like a douchey African-American haircut?
Then we're good. We just send him out
You
there.
don't try to get involved with that?
So we're like, all right, he's already.
It's your culture, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I can't judge this. Okay.
But and then what we won't tell the two people is we also flew out the dude that she fucked. So we'll have the scripted lines, and then we'll be like,
so you do get a real reaction. Okay.
yeah, you get a real, and then you see what happens. There's been time full-fledged brawls at the studio.
Is the Jerry Springer show done?
Yeah, well,
If Zherka was bad, his partner Heel Mike somehow managed to make things even worse. Known for his carefree attitude and a lack of concern for boundaries, Heel Mike didn't just contribute to the chaos at Hills Island, he fully leaned into it. His behavior throughout the stream painted a picture of someone who was more interested in shock value than in acting like a responsible adult. While concerns about the age of one of the women invited to the stream were already circulating, Heel Mike dismissed them outright. Instead of pausing to verify the situation or take the warnings from chat seriously, he openly refused to ID check the women, saying it wasn't necessary. He even mocked those who raised concerns, calling them losers and doubling down on his dismissive attitude. That wasn't just ignorance, it was blatant defiance, as if he believed the rules simply didn't apply to him.
probably not a good comedian. He's one of my favorite comedians, but probably not a good analogy. But in the moment, I thought it was like, I saw some chat members lolling. It was all like a skit to me. It was all a joke. So I said all these crazy ass double down jokes, these crazy ass things. Because in my mind, I'm like, Heel Mike's a character. This is a TV show. I'm looking like the bad guy now. I'm having fun. And that's genuinely what I was doing. So yeah. Do I regret saying all those things and double down in that hard? 1000%. They were absolutely Looney Tune things to say.
The live chat and social media quickly turned on Heel Mike. As clips of the stream spread online, viewers were horrified by his cavalier attitude. While Zherka at least appeared to grapple with the backlash, Heel Mike took a different route entirely. He continued to mock critics even after the incident, showing no remorse for his actions. His post on Discord, where he bragged about having zero regrets, only fueled the outrage further. Kick wasted no time in taking action. Following the public outcry, they issued a permanent ban on Heel Mike, stating that his behavior was a clear violation of their guidelines. Many saw this as a necessary move to maintain the platform's integrity and protect its users. Heel Mike's response? He brushed it off, continuing to post inflammatory content and doubling down on his persona as the platform's most shameless enabler. What made Heel Mike's actions particularly troubling was the message they sent to his audience. By refusing to take the situation seriously and mocking those who did, he normalized a level of recklessness and disregard for ethics that has no place in any community, let alone one as public as streaming.
If you want to run up, I'm live. If I wasn't scared, I wouldn't be live. I broadcast my live location every day, every night, bro. I don't care. Come get me. Come get me.
Johnny's Somali streaming career is a train wreck you can't look away from, unless of course you're one of the people he's harassed. Known for his over-the-top antics and aggressive personality, Johnny thrives on chaos. But during a recent stint in Korea, he took things way too far. Taunting his viewers with lines like, "Run up on me, I'm live," Johnny broadcasted his exact location, daring anyone to confront him. What he didn't expect was that someone actually would.
The video of an American YouTuber who's been engaging in outrageous acts such as insulting the Statue of Peace and causing disturbances in convenience stores recently went viral online and sparked outrage in South Korea. The YouTuber was eventually booked by the police on Thursday.
Johnny's antics in Korea were nothing short of embarrassing. His idea of content involved harassing locals, throwing noodles at people, and causing general havoc wherever he went. He treated Korea like his personal playground, ignoring cultural norms and showing zero respect for the people around him. Unsurprisingly, the locals were not having it. After days of his nonsense, a group of people finally confronted Johnny, leading to several physical altercations, all caught on his live stream. Despite being the instigator, Johnny acted shocked when things escalated, as if his actions hadn't been begging for a response. After the incidents, Johnny was quick to play the victim. He claimed that the backlash he faced was racially motivated and that people were targeting him for being a foreigner. While there's no denying that racism exists, Johnny's behavior was the root cause of his problems. Throwing food at strangers and disrespecting a country's customs isn't exactly a recipe of goodwill. Instead of taking responsibility, he doubled down, painting himself as the misunderstood hero of his story. Kick, the platform hosting his streams, finally had enough. They banned him, citing his repeated violations of their guidelines. But even that wasn't enough to stop Johnny. He moved on to other platforms, continuing to push boundaries and stirring up controversy wherever he went. The community response was overwhelmingly negative, with most people calling his antics a desperate cry for attention. "Is this what content creation has come to?" was a very common refrain. So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.